Hello everyone, we are back again with our exclusive podcast series. IIJS Premiere 2024 is garnered with an impressive turnout and overwhelming influx of buyers at the show. IIJS Premiere 2024 is scheduled from 8th to 12th August at Geo World Convention Center and from 9th to 13th of August at Bombay Exhibition Center, Mumbai. Witness the overwhelming response with an impressive number of attendees from various parts of the countries. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Nirav Bhansali, Convenor, IIJS Premiere, and also the Managing Director of Brilliant Bharat. Hello Niravji, we welcome you at SVAR Talk Show. How are you doing today?
A pleasure mine. Thank you.
Niravji, how has IIJS evolved over the past decades? And in what ways has IIJS contributed to the growth and global recognitions of the gems and jewelry industry?
Like you rightly mentioned, IIJS is the premier show of the country. I don't think anything comes close to IIJS and especially the premier edition, which is the one in August. And over the years, in the last 2 years, it has now become, I think, largest show in the world also. Because this year we have almost 3,900 booths. We have also taken the Jasmine Hall in Geo, which is on the second floor. So we are putting up the entire Select Pavilion over there. So it's a massive show, and I think most people for the season, which is the festival and the wedding season that will start from October onwards, they all depend on this show for almost all of their business. We have topmost retailers participating from the entire country, and as well as all over the world, especially from Middle East and Indian subcontinent, other countries around the Indian subcontinent. So it's a great show. I think nothing compares to IIJS.
Niravji, IIJS Premiere will be held at two different venues, Geo World Convention Center and Bombay Exhibition. What strategic advantages do you anticipate from it, and how are the decisions made regarding the exhibitors will be placed at each venue?
So we didn't have a choice. We had to go to two venues because we had so many people waiting to come inside. People wanted expansion, and India is also very fast growing jewelry market. So we had to go for an expansion, and we took a good. Actually, if we'll say it was actually a chance that we took with Geo. We were all very skeptical, but the team worked very hard and made sure that right segments are placed over there, and also marketing, getting the customers over there, and the infrastructure. A lot of efforts have gone into that, and I'm very very happy with the results because after the first edition, for the other show we have had nobody protesting or not wanting to come there. What we have done is we have made a very good segment identification. So since it's so close to BKC, we have put all the loose diamonds, loose lab-grown diamonds over there. Also, international pavilions are there because international needs an international look and feel. What we have done is we have segregated the select pavilion, the very high-end couture jewelry manufacturers from the entire show, and we have got them to come into Geo. They require this kind of an ambience to showcase their product. So it was a very good fit for them. So considering all these kind of factors, I think now it's a very distinct segregation. Also, we are keeping it a 1 day gap between the two. So we start Geo 1 day earlier. So what happens is the first day, everybody with the inquisitiveness and to go to see the new thing, all the tech customers go to Geo. Next day we do the inauguration at Nesco, so they come there. And then third day, fourth day, we decide upon the priorities, what they have left and what they want to do. And that way both the venues are very busy, very active, and most of the people are getting the business that they are desiring out of the show due to this segregation.
Niravji, hosting the show of two venues must present unique logistics challenges. How is the team ensuring a seamless experience for exhibitors and attendees?
So I would really credit it to the team because I'm a person who always wants to bring something new, and there are a lot of challenges that also come. There are a lot of risks that come along with that. Whatever I ask for in terms of what we want to do or change or the speed that we are bringing about the change or the growing, the team is delivering on that, and it's better than what even a very big logistical challenge to host two venues because security, construction of the booth, visitor flow, getting from one to another place. We have a firm GJEPC team that is doing both the venues. So it is a logistical nightmare, but it has become a very, very seamless experience, and we are proud of the way we have achieved this thing. So before 1.5 years, Premiere used to be 2,500 stalls. This year it is 3,900 stalls. Metro used to be 1,500 stalls. It has gone to 3,200 stalls. We added Tripya, which was a completely new store. So almost 9,000 stalls. Before we used to do 4,000 stalls. So two locations in Bombay, two cities, three shows, 9,000 booths, and a seamless global experience. So it's really commendable what the team has achieved, and I would give all the credit to them.
Lovely, sir. Because we are also witnessing how the GJPC is expanding each year and always been on a front runner when it comes to using of technology or sustainability. We actually experience a lot live there. Can you elaborate on the theme Brilliant Bharat and its relevance to the current jewelry landscape, and how this aims to showcase the diversity and the brilliance of Indian craftsmanship and the heritage to the international audience?
If you ask me personally, I think next decade is India's decade. There is no question in anybody's mind in the entire world that India is in a very, very good position with regards to growth and the potential China plus one or whatever you say. In that, jewelry is also growing in India at a very phenomenal pace. So today, if you see the global, there are a lot of challenges in global, worldwide. Russia, Israel, China is not consuming that many diamonds. USA G7 has issues. So India is a bright shining spot, and it will continue to be so for the next 10 years. So I would say for a jeweler to be in India, there is no better time. I've been in industry for now 30 years plus, and I have not been so positive about India that I am currently today. And I think all my friends and colleagues echo the same view that I have. So we thought that since India is so diverse, we have so many languages, so many cultures, so many food, religion, clothes, all this. And still we are diverse but yet united as one. Similarly, we have so much different types of jewelry. We have so many product categories, and crafted jewelry, polki and kundan and silver and artifacts, antiques. So we said that why not unite these two themes? Let's focus on Bharat, which is the bold new India, and let's take this to our world. So we have, for the next 9 shows, we have identified 9 different parts of India, like language, clothes, food, festivals, monuments, and like that we have taken 9. And each show for the next 3 shows per year, for the next 3 shows, will be showcasing one element of India which is unique, diverse, and it's not found in any other country except for India in this whole world. And along with that, we'll showcase our craftsmanship and our quality and design trends and different product categories to the world. So we thought that it makes really good sense to focus on Bharat and the different parts in diverse India.
So this is a very brilliant idea, the way you have proposed showing India in a new version and a new mechanism at a brilliant platform like IIJS Premiere and other IIJS shows. Niravji, what is the current sentiment among buyers and how is it expected to impact the show?
We just concluded a PGI forum. I was there for that. It was just 2 days back, and all the top chain stores and top customers were present over there. And I met everyone and spoke to everyone. And normally PGI sets the tone for the season. We get to know the feeling is very optimistic amongst the retailers. The market was not very good for the first 2-3 months, April, May, June, election times and the results and all that. But things seem to be picking up. But none of the retailers have slowed down their expansion plans. None of the retailers have lowered their targets. They are all very optimistic. And we can also feel, as a manufacturer myself, we can feel that the order value and volume is increasing. So I'm very positive that the season will be very good and the year will be very good for the Indian market. Global market is going to be challenging, but India, we will cover the first 3 months and we will beat the last year's numbers in all categories. Gold is robust. Diamond in India is also doing well. Lab grown is picking up. Silver is doing fantastic. It's one of the fastest growing segments. Platinum is also doing very well. The forum was very good. So hopefully it will be one of the best shows and the best seasons. I think last year was very good in the premiere. This year will beat it.
Now, with the increasing competition from international jewelry shows, where we say IIJS is among the top jewelry show in the world, how does IIJS maintain its uniqueness in the terms of position and appeal on the global platform?
We have a very simple motto in our when we are planning that we want to be every time we just want to be bigger, better, greener, and safer. So we just focus on all the things that are needed for the exhibitor and the visitor to make his visit seamless, smooth in the show. We are just focusing on those small details and changing them. So just to give you a gift, it is still a surprise. Nobody has seen it, but we are revamping the entire show this time. So every single booth is going to be I'm sure it's going to be an eye opener for everyone. The show when you will visit, I think I would like to hear your views, how you find it. But we have put in a lot of effort and completely revamped the entire booth presentation, the entry, exit, everything has been revamped. The Select Club is now very big. It's almost 500 booths strong Select Club. So that is also in a very beautiful location in Jasmine Hall. So a lot of changes have taken place and we continue to do that. We are doing digital everything. So small things, just to give you an idea, like the booth planning that people used to do first, they used to send us drawings and we used to update in our systems and all. This time we have made a digital module. So it's like a drag and drop module. You select what furniture you want and your booth is available in front of you. You just place it wherever you want to and you just press on the button and you can submit your floor plan to us in that way. The allotment is done in one day in a very seamless manner. So we have moved the digital badges completely, but now we are faceless completely. So no badge required. Just a face. Your face is the badge. So a lot of small changes are being done. Along with that, we are making the show continuously bigger. So I wouldn't stop myself at saying that in the distant future there could be third venue also coming up. There is a need for it, and our team is geared for it. So we'll try to make it as much bigger and accommodate all our members, give them the space that they want to execute the business. We are working on a lot of green initiatives and planting trees and electricity and all those. And we are placing a lot of emphasis on the safety features. Since the show is becoming so much bigger, there are so many people. Mishaps can happen, but we are taking utmost precautions at our end. So to create a world-class experience and environment. And I think with all these small changes and with the support of the members, committee and the team, I think we've been able to achieve. So earlier we used to be looking at the competition and trying to be like them and learn from them. I think now we are maybe ahead and they are looking at us as the competition.
Absolutely.
That's a good change, I think, for the Indian market.
Yeah, that's a very beautiful change, and even it's my personal experience. This is one of the shows where the waiting list never ends. Rather, every year I can just say that I'm going to multiply, and people are always excited in the queue waiting to get a permanent stall at IIJS.
So just to give you an example on that, we launched Prime Assure, where we opened the booking for 6 shows at the same time. And for the premiere, we had application for 5,500 booths. We could only accommodate 3,900. Which was a smaller show. We did 1,200 booths last year. The bookings are not open. Only the Prime Assure is done. But we have 1,800 booths application instead of 1,200. So we might be expanding to the third hall. Signature, we have a long waiting list. And for the 2 years, all the 3 shows are completely sold out.
Absolutely, sir. I wish you and your entire team all the success for this. Looking ahead, what is your visions for the future of IIJS and how do you plan to keep the show relevant and impactful in a rapidly changing industry?
My vision for IIJS is that it should be a show for every single jeweler, retailer, manufacturer in India who look at it as a source for all the business. So our tagline is where business happens. I joke about in our committee meetings and everywhere that we should say where all the business happens. So between the three shows, all the members should be able to find their space, their materials, their products, and everything. And there are a lot of waiting lists. People want to expand. I want to give all of them the space that they want, considering the size of the business. And the infrastructure should be such, even though we have some deficiencies with regards to venue and such. But whatever is within our control, we must try and provide the infrastructure that is really world class. That people don't say that this is in Hong Kong it's like this, in Vegas is like this. I think they should look at it and say that okay, in India it's like this, in IIJS we have seen this. The other shows should be looking to India to get inspiration to change their shows. So one day when we can do that, and for machinery, I want that all the technology, the best technology, all the machines, we make India the global hub for the machines and technology, and that benefits our manufacturing sector to a large extent. So we are trying very hard, working with a lot of associations worldwide to get them all to participate in all our three shows. Now all our three shows have the Machinery Expo, IGJNE. So we want to do that. We want to add a lot of new technologies in our show. So we want to connect with Meta and Facebook and WhatsApp and maybe some digital initiatives, AI-based initiatives. We want to do a lot of those things and offer them to our members as a software as a service. So GJEPC will invest in a lot of these software and then offer that to our members at a very low to negligible cost that they can all use these things. So IIJS should not be just a platform. We are planning to add a recruitment platform along with it. So along with the show, we have a recruitment thing going on where people can select maybe candidates and have that kind of a thing. At some point, we might add watches, international brands, franchisees of international brands. So Pandora can be here, or a very high-end brands. They come here and they use India, make in India and sell in India. So they take part over here and they tie up with the Indian manufacturers, getting the Indian types of jewelry manufacturing for Cartier or Tiffany, manufacturing in India and retailing in India. And we as a platform to provide all this to them. So this is what I am really imagining and dreaming for it. And we are going towards that as and when things permit slowly and steadily with the venue and all these things. But at one point, surely, IIJS will be much more than what just a pure exhibition.
Absolutely, sir. And before we end the show, I would love to understand from you about your plan of One Earth, where you have aimed to plant trees. How is that project going? And we wish to hear from you.
So we have got amazing response with our members. We had planned initially to plant 50,000 trees. Then we had extended that to 75,000. Then we moved to 1 lakh. But as of today, I think we have crossed 1,50,000 trees. And now per annum, we are planting over 1,50,000 trees. So most of our shows are now running on green electricity. We have saved a lot of paper. So if you go to the bathroom, you will find only digital hand dryers. You won't find any tissue papers. We are moving a lot of our normal flex screens to LED screens. So maybe over the next 1-2 years, most of our flex will be removed and they will all become digital screens. This time we have given a lot of all our exhibitors option to put up a screen outside the booth. So anybody can select and we will provide them with a digital experience outside the stall on the panels that we have specially designed for this show, the one changes that I was talking to you about. Mm-hmm. So it's moving really well and I think it's time for us. One Earth is already doing well to continue with that, but add other charitable initiatives over time. So maybe we can look after education of our workers and employees. Maybe we can look at blood donation. So I want to do a Guinness record of blood stamp drive. in one day, entire country, all the jewelers should come together. And every city we should have a camp, and we should collect 1 lakh bottles of blood. That is a plan that we are working on.
Beautiful plan.
So a lot of social clauses we have to include everyone, our employees, our workers, our country, our environment, our community. So IIJS is at a stage where it is at a much mature position, and now it is our responsibility as a leader to drive these initiatives. So over time we will be adding other things. We already do the Jewelers for Hope charity ball that you know, where we are supporting 2 charities every year. That has been going on for many years now. So along with that, slowly as the bandwidth performs, we will give more and more initiatives and engage the entire community. So we want to build the IIJS family of exhibitors, visitors, our members and everybody, and do a lot of things together as a community.
Yeah. So tentatively, how many countries delegations are expected this year?
So we will have visitors from 60 countries and delegations from 25 plus countries. And from a very large delegation we are getting this time. So from 1 or 2 countries we are getting like almost 80 to 100 members, and a good response that we are getting. We really want to not only just get them as delegations over here, but we also want to get them as exhibitors over here. So our focus is also on the machinery pavilion, where we are getting the Italian pavilion, the German pavilion, the Turkish pavilion, Japanese pavilion. Like that, we want a few of these pavilions coming in. And in exhibitors also, wherever there is that beauty factor is not a concern, we want to get international exhibitors also. And like I said, make in India, sell in India with the high-end retailers. So if you know Zen, a retailer from Turkey, is now opening stores in India, and they are making in India and they are going to be selling in India. And this is a great initiative, and we want to provide that platform, tie up the international exhibitors, international big companies who want to have. India is a big market, so I think nobody will be able to ignore it. Absolutely. So at some point they will want to come in, but beauty factors don't permit them to bring their merchandise directly into the country. So it's a deterrent. But if they can find the like-minded manufacturing companies in India, and they are able to provide them the designs and the quality, then it's a win-win for Indian manufacturers, Indian sector, as well as the international companies being present in India. So IIJS wants to be a facilitator for that product also.
Absolutely, sir. Because we all know this is the era of collaborations. The moment we plan on those platforms, every strength comes together, and definitely a new milestone is built. So on this note, sir,
we have to build. We have to collaborate with the world, and India has to showcase that. Please come here. You are welcome, and we are there to service all your needs, and we can provide you with the best quality with right ethics. I don't think nobody can beat India in the ethics, and so product design quality is what we are catching up to, and it will be a great future for our jewelry industry.
Exactly, sir. So well, with this we come to an end of this interactive session. It was lovely talking to you, and I wish you and your entire team all the success for the mega show IIJS Premiere 2024.
And I would also like to personally thank you and all the media, and your media in particular. You have been really advanced in terms of technology and digital and the coverage that you are doing. And you are playing a very pivotal role in bridging the gap between the different associations, bodies, members, exhibitors, visitors, retailers, manufacturers. So you all are doing a great job, and I would like to personally thank you for that. And thank you for having me over.
Thank you so much, sir. Take care. Ladies and gentlemen, you were listening to Mr. Nirav Bhansali, Convenor, IIJS Premiere, and also the Managing Director of Prince Jewellers. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not miss the chance to visit the show IIJS Premiere 2024, which is scheduled from 8th to 12th of August at Jewellery Convention Center and from 9th to 13th of August at Bombay Exhibition Center. IIJS Premiere, it's where the business happens. I am Sharma, sign off, take care.